Hello and welcome to another Demis Hellen tutorial. Today we're going to create another trance melody / arpeggio from scratch. I've just kind of got into the mood of wanting to create the melody first in this occasion. So all I've done is loaded up a instance of Serum, loaded PLF4 presets of my own, which sounds quite nice. And we're just going to go ahead and record something. So I've set it to 132 because it's going to be more progressive, and we'll just see where it takes us. So let's hit record and let's begin. So I am thinking of just using like a 3-note arpeggio. That's what I can hear in my head at the moment. So okay, let's just Alright, so got the bass. So I'll keep it at that. So I'm recording everything so I've got all the ideas and it can spring back if I get distracted, called away or whatever. So let's just get this down. So 3, 2. Okay, I think we have our main theme there. That is definitely looks lovely on screen as well. Nice repetitive pattern. It's not going to stay like that, but this is a good way to start the track. So I've just quantized it, and I'm now just going to make sure all the volumes are unified and make sure they're all the same length for now. Okay. So we'll get rid of those rogue elements. So usually I keep that bit behind, just in case I had some ideas in there, but I didn't. This was kind of just developing this idea. So let's get rid of those rogues. Okay. Okay. Let's keep it at that octave. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so we'll copy it over, have a second iteration so we can go back to the original idea if we don't like any of the changes. Let's just pick these notes where there is nothing happening. Okay. Just what I'm going to do here is obviously transpose them down to the octave below for the same bass. Okay, sounding pretty good. I like the feel of this. Let's just go with the flow. It's always the best things that I come up with is where I just kind of go with it and don't think too much about how I'm creating the melody. That's working well there. Let's just have that on G, and it goes to A, sharp, and then C. All right. So that is what we're dealing with at the moment. Sounds really nice. Something went off there, or is it just my ears? Okay, just drag that back so we keep the same rhythm. Okay, and then we want that off beat. Okay, so we have a main element there. Let's have a look at loading. Let's load massive. Okay, we'll just have something soft. And just have it filtered off. So we've got so on that second part, if we now go to the third one. Okay, so we can reverse it here. So what I can do is drag and drop this down so we have both playing the same. Okay, and then we'll just have it doing the opposites, which is what I've just played. So we had D, C, and F. And I'll just copy that over, so we're just mixing it up. And then we have to mix it up here again because it sounds a bit plain now. Let's just try it there. Try that. Just go back down here. So we've got D to C and then we've got D to G. Maybe upwards might sound better. Okay, so I'm just not happy with this bit. Maybe just go back to the original idea from earlier. Okay. Right, so we have a different idea there. Let's just drag and drop that onto the top. So, it's not sounding too great with, let's just leave those in situ. Let's edit the next one because we might come back to that idea. Is this bit here, I'm not liking this bit. So, let's just try having a roll down here. Okay, let's keep that on the original one there and then on the A sharp. Sounds a bit out of place. Just messing around now. Alright, so that's perplexing my brain a little bit at the moment for whatever reason, but what we'll do is we'll try come back to that later. Okay, so we'll keep it the same, but we'll change those last two notes. Just hit save because I realised we hadn't. So we've got 4 iterations where we've gone from the very simple, and then we've added the bass, and then we have added an extra sound in here, but it was just so I could play on it. But what we've done on that one is change the notes round. So then it falls at these 2 bars. And then this one, we've just changed that last note. So I like that last note better at the moment, so we'll copy that over. This is our latest addition. And I'm going to add a bass rise here. I feel it needs to do that. lift it a little bit. Alright. So we've got two sounds. And now we're going to come up with a melody to finish this off. So let's load Serum. Oops, for some reason it's not loaded at full screen size. And we'll use, what should we use? All round. Bit too harsh on the old ears. Let's use that. It's a bit thinner than the rest of it, but it might work in our favour. Let's just turn the volume up on this. Let's make a melody line. So I'm just going to play around with some ideas. Simple. Right, so start on the bass. Okay, I think it should start on G instead of the D, so let's go for the G and we'll just record. Okay, so I'm not liking that one, but we'll keep messing around and improvising just till we get in there. Okay, so that's somewhere along the lines that sounds better. So let's just quantize that, and we'll leave them as that length actually. Okay, we'll leave it as that for now. That's it's not working perfectly, but we can edit that later. Okay, let's just add a kick drum in there. Up after. Go in there, we'll drag it to here, quantize, and then we have a nice kick section. So I'm not going to worry too much about the process on here, this is just the experimental stage. Work as a softer. I'm spending too much time faffing around looking for a kick here. Alright, so we have everything we need. So if we put all our experimentations here, and start with this and the simple part. let's have this over here. And I think maybe, just maybe, just have that repeating more at the beginning. So we have that could work better, that. That probably works better. That sounds quite nice. And then when we get to this point, we'll drag in our okay, so let's just do a little bit of automating and then we are complete. So Serum, I think it's going to be macro 1. Just get a bit closer to the macros. There we are, macro 1. And massive, obviously, is going to be filter. There we are. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll build this up to the beastly sound it can be. Maybe this isn't attached. That's kick. We don't want that one. I'm just wondering if this one isn't attached to macro 1. So let's attach it to macro 1. There we are. We seem to have that issue with the timing again. So let's just drag them two over. We'll lock the automation lane. That just stops all the automation messing up. And Bob's your uncle. Okay, and then this is going to go back down. Let's just turn grid locking off so I can filter it at the point I want. And then I think for Pluck Stars, we should turn the solo down. And we'll filter in that at a later date. And don't be afraid just to tweak things here. On filter, which is macro 1, let's get the velocities down a bit more. So it goes really soft at its low level, and then when you start to build it back up, it has more of an impact. Let's copy these down as well. Would help if it would like to copy for me. Doesn't want to do that. Some reason it would not do that, but hey ho. Okay, so we can have this copy over, turn quantize off or grid locking, just so I can filter that down at roughly the same point. Have it fade in. So we've created a tune and we've just made up the basics of the break, I suppose, or the intro, depending on what you want to see. Because this bit here, this hit bit here could be the bit where your bass stays same pitch. beats in there. Let's just turn on grid locking. You'd have a bass line in there as well. Let's do a bit of cheating and use Nexus on this particular one. I must have left Nexus on my external. There we are. Just reset all the Mac up and put it all onto SSDs so it's all running nice and smooth, and I must have left that one on the old hard drive, which is a little bit irritating, but hey ho. Gonna go here. We're gonna go to bass lead drive 2. This is just really quickly, so I don't have to make anything, so you can see what I'm getting at. Yeah, let's copy that down. We'll get rid of this, so we just have the bass. It's always been a nice solid sound, so we don't want on the first beats, so let's just get rid of those. So it gives it that nice progressive feel. In fact, we need it on the beats and get rid of that one. Right, let's just put them back for a second. And let's just do a little bit of side chain cheating using Kickstart. And this off. So you get the idea of where the track can go. It's just all falling into place really. And you can see that it's going to sound absolutely amazing. So there we are. So we've created a trance track and build a little bit of an intro into it. So, if you like the melody, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button to obviously help this video be shared with people that are trying to learn new trance stuff and tricks and tips and stuff, because they'll pick things up from my videos. And finally, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. There's 2 videos per week, and there's going to be a few more uploads with Cubase beginners tips as well. So thank you very much for watching, and if you're wanting this MIDI, it's more than likely going to end up on my Patreon page for the supporters over there. So the support is growing and I appreciate it very much. I'm going to send you all an email as well, just to make sure everything is okay for me to start doing shout outs on YouTube with your name. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.